Good evening, everyone. Right now, it's 10:01 on February 11th. Really isn't any news to speak of today, but... Oh! Listen to this. I had a hard crossword puzzle today. Oh, dear. Huh, so no one's even... Usually she'll tell us, like, someone's here today or something. Maybe it's a second Gulliver? Either that or it's just so late that it doesn't matter anymore. Yeah, maybe that's it, since it's like 10 o'clock at night. Yeah, I'm especially late tonight. You know how it is. We've been doing this for a while. I am late because I've been not playing. Well, yes, I have been playing Legends Arceus, and we are going to talk about it. Definitely. Again, as spoiler-free as I can do. Kind of. But, I've also late because I've been watching DuckTales as well. I've been playing Pokemon, listening to my audiobook, which I am now over halfway through. Gosh, it took me forever. Praise Helix. Yeah, I've been listening to this audiobook for like weeks, and it's way bigger than I remember it. And because I have actually read this book before, not in years though, so I was like, oh, you know what, I'll just... yeah, I haven't listened to this before, but it was a long time ago. And I was like, yeah, I'll just listen to it again. And it's like way longer than I remember. But yeah, I've mostly been listening to I don't know, like 2 or 3 chapters every night for the past few weeks. But I was like, you know what, I'll just listen to it while I play Pokemon today. And so because of that, I got through like... Oh, I think I got through a full I think I got through probably 9 chapters. And that's on top of, like, the other podcasts I listened to and the other stuff I did as well. Because I'm caught up in, like, 3 of the, like, 8 podcasts I listened to. And there are some that, like, I'm not even going to attempt at this moment. Like, Face Jam. Now, I'm, like, almost, like, probably, like, half a year behind on that one. Probably, like, 6 months. So it's like, yeah, I'm not even going to try. But I've been catching up on other stuff. Fuckface. I think I'm only like 2 episodes behind on Off Topic, and that's including tomorrow's episode. Or maybe that's not including tomorrow's episode. I don't know. I'm really close to being caught up on Off Topic, which is nice. RT Podcast, no. Oh my gosh, no. And I'm not I'm not even gonna try for Adventure Zone either. Like, yeah, I did start Ether C. Like, it's different. I'll give it that. Oh, the shops are closed today. Yeah, it's no big deal, really. Yeah, I did start Ether C. Haven't touched it in a while. Yeah. Yeah, I'm almost caught up. I am, however, D&D podcast. I am behind on Starstruck Odyssey, which I probably should have done instead of my audiobook, but now I was more curious to do my audiobook. Yeah, no, I think I'm... Oh gosh, did a new episode come out this week, or... I think I'm like 2 episodes behind on Starstruck Odyssey. Again, I'm always behind, but yeah, I do need to get caught up on that one. Yeah, I do listen to again, podcast is the primary form of entertainment. Because I can multitask. Unlike DuckTales, where I can only DuckTales. Right? If I'm going to sit down and watch DuckTales, I can only watch DuckTales. But if I'm doing a podcast, oh, you better believe I can play a video game. Unless it's something very story-driven like Disco Elysium. Then, nope. But hey, this ain't Disco Elysium. This is Pokemon, and... yeah, I can do Open world games especially. Like, just exploring around open world games. Yep, I can do that. Alright, I think that's our last fossil. Yep. Nope, we already have it. Yeah, video. And I don't, and you know, there are some video games where it's like, oh, I do want to just like sit down and like take in the atmosphere of the video game. But it's just kind of hard sometimes, specifically in the modern world, because where we're like, cell phones are like everything, and everything is constantly vying for our attention span. It is kind of hard to focus on just one thing. I think I remember Yahtzee Croshaw writing up on it at one point. Because, yeah, he does stuff other than zero punctuation. And he did a write-up about how, right, he also finds it impossible to just sit down and play a video game on its own. How he has to have a podcast or an audiobook or something. And yeah, fair enough. But I do love me a good podcast game. I mean, there's a reason I've put in 1,000 hours into Fall Guys. I actually, you know, that's the one thing that I wish consoles were better at. Like, Nintendo nailed it on the Wii and the 3DS. Probably also the Wii U. Yeah, no, the Wii U and the 3DS just nailed. Specifically the 3DS and the Wii U. Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it. Oh, I bet so was Leaf here today? And yeah, he stopped selling around 10? I guess that makes sense. But yeah, specifically, yeah, the Wii U and the 3DS activity tracker told you how much time you put into a game each week, how much time you've put into a game overall, and I find statistics like that interesting. And yeah, and modern consoles just, like, I don't think Xbox or PlayStation have ever done that. I mean, maybe if you turn on, like, a parental setting or something, but there's no easy way to see how much time you've put into a game. I actually do think there is a way to do it with Xbox, but I think you have to do it on, like, the website or something like that. Yeah, as far as I know, there is no way to do it. Like, I would love to see how many hours I have into Fall Guys, but I don't think there's an easy way to find that out. And Switch kind of has a method, but also not, like, it only works in, like, 5-hour increments, if I remember correctly. Or it's something dumb like that. And you have to wait, like, 2 weeks after you played the game for it to, like, tell you, and it won't tell you unless you have over 5. Again, Nintendo used to be really good at this. And then they just kind of went to Garbo on it. All right, let's see what presents we got. A Power Stone, which is just a crystal ball. A Carnival Mask, a Chocolate Heart, and a Motherly statue, which we know for a fact is fake. Because it's got the stupid tongue sticking out. I want it to be real, but I know it's not. We'll get a real one eventually. Yeah. Oh gosh. I want to fly. Let's visit Harv's Island. Yeah, sound good. I haven't played Fall Guys in weeks. I haven't. It's a good, fun game, but again, all my free time has been taken up by Pokemon. Or sleeping. Or yeah, no, I don't count that as free time. So yeah, either Pokemon or sleeping. I guess I also TikTok because, you know, TikTok and YouTube and stuff like that. I actually think this one is always real, so yeah, we'll pick this one up because the other one is guaranteed fake. Still do watch me some TikToks. I've seen some funny stuff. Still on comic book TikTok. Still not disappointing me. That old comic book TikTok. Oh, and webcomics, Cursed Princess Club got its, mid-season finale for its final season. So we're halfway through the final season. And, oh, boys, it's so good. Like, oh my gosh, like, the way they ended it, it's like, oh, shit. And I hope it doesn't go, like, I know it is a show about princesses and whatnot. I really hope it doesn't go, like, too much into, like, political, like, thriller, if you know what I mean. Like, I don't want it to get all about, like, politics. I don't want it to become, like, the prequels. I just, you know, I like this fantasy world with cursed princesses. Continue in the fantasy world with cursed princesses. And end on a lesbian wedding. They even set up the lesbian wedding, like, 2 or 3 issues ago. You just gotta follow through now. You just gotta follow through. It's actually really adorable. Yeah, I don't know how it's gonna end. I've actually been, like, there was one thing that I was like, oh, I'm for sure this is gonna happen in it. And no, it didn't. They actually instead, they subverted my expectations on it. I thought, I'm specifically talking about Gwen's mother. I was like, oh, you know what? I bet it's this. Because they, like, if you read some of the first issues, they, like, keep hinting at it in the first, like, 20 issues. And not everything has to be, like, this big twist, right? You can spell something out for the audience and just let them, like, be like, oh, yeah, of course that makes sense. Well, what you do is you say, oh, it's going to be at Y. And then you just give all the hints for X, right? And it's like, oh, so when it's X, it's like, okay, you get it now. And I was like, oh, for sure it's going to be... Right? I was like, oh, they're setting up... They keep saying Y. They keep hinting at X. And then instead it turned out to be Z. Which, personally, I don't have a problem with, especially because it's really well done. Unlike the other one, Muted, which I totally nailed. Like, super early. I'm so disappointed I didn't, like, leave a comment or anything. Because ooh, this would have been perfect for Turtle School. I think it's a karaoke machine. Oh my god, that's expensive as hell. How much are you? Oh, that's way cheaper. Yeah. But yeah, Muted, I totally nailed. Like, pretty early-ish on. And I didn't leave a comment. I didn't say anything about it. And, do I regret, because, like, I pinned it. Not immediately, but within, like, the first 20 issues. Something that didn't get revealed until... I don't know, it's probably been a few months now. I have no idea where we are with Muted at the moment, what issue we're at. Oh, we're at episode 120, so probably, like, 20 issues ago. Maybe a little older than that. Nah, it's probably a little longer ago than that. It was probably like 30 or 40. But I totally nailed it like 20-ish in. And nope, I didn't say anything, so Muted's also really... It's really good. And I feel like that's also one that's getting close to its finale. I don't think they've said anything about it being near its finale, but with everything going on in the story right now... If it were to be like, oh yeah, we're getting up... If we're not in the final arc, I have no idea what happens after this. But it's also really good. Oh look, there's another... there's another webcomic that can end on a lesbian wedding. A polyamorous one. You know, I keep making that joke. That joke comes from Homestuck. Which, that's the thing all webcomics were trying to be. all webcomics were either trying to be Homestuck or Penny Arcade for a while. You were one or the other. Again, I think we're past that era, but yeah, for a certain time, everyone was trying to be Penny Arcade or Homestuck. And yet, yep, technically, the thing I always say about ending on a lesbian wedding is technically a Homestuck reference. Technically, even though I've never read Homestuck. God, I don't want to read Homestuck. But at the same time, I am curious. I know there is that, like, unofficial... Because, like, now that Flash Player's down, a bunch of, like, Homestuck's hard to get. But I know there is a, unofficial, like, Homestuck, like, thing that you can, like, check out. And, like, I'm curious enough, specifically because I liked Undertale so much, that I'm like, you know, I probably should, but I never have. I don't know if I have the time commitment to that. But Homestuck is huge. I did watch the Sarah Zed video. Oh, Homestuck. So we should talk about Pokemon at some point. Oh, we got Sugarcane today. So I've been playing Pokemon, and I've been really enjoying Pokemon. I'm in the post game now, but I've mostly been avoiding the actual, like, post game content, like the actual, like, there is post game, like, there's a post game, like, story. Yeah, I haven't even touched any of that yet. I've mostly just been going off on my own, mostly trying to complete the decks, catch, like, all the stuff I'm missing. There's a bunch, as I've explored the map, I've marked out the location of, like, a bunch of alpha Pokemon, and I've been going back and trying to catch all of them, which I've almost basically, like, I'm sure there's, like, one or two that I'm, like, missing. Like, I probably stumbled across, like, half a dozen alphas that I'd never even seen before. Like, I didn't know, like, the Alpha Psyduck, I didn't even know that was there. There was another one I ran into as well. And there are some alpha Pokemon that, like, repeat. I have, like, 3, not shiny, I almost said shiny. I have 3 alpha, like, Luxios, 3 shiny. No, God, I keep saying shiny. 3 alpha Ursarangs. Because there are multiple, alpha versions of them. There is a Teddiursa, but for some reason it's not spawning. Like, I know where the, Omega Teddiursa is, and it won't spawn for some reason. Or alpha. I don't know why I'm having trouble saying alpha Pokemon. Yeah, I've been going back doing that, and I've just been completing the Pokedex. I have no idea how many Pokemon are in this Pokedex. Okay. I know it's a smaller dex. I guess, anyways. And, like, I can think of off the top of my head, like, I don't know, like, maybe, like a dozen things I'm definitely missing, but I'm sure there's dozens more that, like, I haven't even seen yet. And then, of course, it then becomes, oh, well, you then have to get level 10 on all the entries, which will take forever. Getting level 10 on all those entries. Some of them are easy, some of them I've already done. Many of them I haven't. But, yeah, I've mostly just been going around doing the Pokedex, not even doing that. I am basically done with side quests at the moment. I feel like, I definitely do think I'm missing some. I think there are certain side quests that are locked behind catching certain Pokemon, or, like, doing certain things that I haven't done yet. Because even though I thought I had done all the whiteboard side quests, I came into town and it was like, oh, all of a sudden there's a new whiteboard side quest, and it appeared because I caught a Pokemon I hadn't before. So I'm like, I'm sure there's probably at least a few side quests that I don't have at the moment because I haven't seen the Pokemon correlating to them. But I legitimately think I only have, at the moment, I have 2 side quests left. One I'm almost done with, and I can tell you which one it is by being vague. You know, it doesn't actually matter. I can just say this. This isn't a spoiler. There's a side quest that has you completing the Pokédex entry for Cherami? Not Cherubi, but the evolution. Cherum? Something like that, right? You know the Pokemon that has like a nighttime version and a daytime version? Yeah, it turns out the game was bugged. So when it transitioned between like the two forms in the certain area where you find it, it became uncatchable. So I wasn't able to do that side quest. I mean, I did eventually get around to it after some blunt, and I'm almost done with it. I think I've killed my Pokedex entry for it is at like level 8. But gosh, those things are rare. The amount of Burmies and Wormadams I've run into instead of Cherums or whatever. So annoying. But I am basically done with that side quest. And then there's one other that I have no idea what to do for. Like, I feel like I'm just like there was, like, when I accepted the side quest forever ago in the game. Like, they probably told me some bit of important information that is no longer in the quest description. So, as a result, I have no idea what that important piece of information is. And I have no idea how to complete this quest. So, yeah, I'm kind of stuck at the moment when it comes to that one. I have no... Like, I'm sure they must have said something. Because I've looked around, and I found something that I thought might, like, be hinting at it. But there's nothing there, so I guess not. Maybe that's a different quest to do, like, a different thing. I've actually found a few things. That just, like, there's nothing there. And I'm like, I'm sure that has something to do with the post-game stuff. That I've just been avoiding. But that's it. I only have those 2 quests. And then I'm done. And I have no idea what to do for the other one. Like, I'm sure I'm missing something. And that's all the side quests. I mean, there's like 2 other things. I still have to do all the memories. Like, you know, Breath of the Wild has Korok seeds and memories. I did all the Korok seeds. And specifically in this Pokemon game, there's a thing that's like Korok seeds. I've done that. Now I have to do the thing that's like the memories. And that's... I'm more than halfway done. But, yeah, I've kind of ran out of ideas of, like, where to look. Okay, I have, like, 2 or 3 more, but... Yeah. And then I guess I just gotta continue with... I've done a few other quests that were, like... Oh, that's interesting, that I would love to talk about, but, again, I'm trying to be vague-ish on spoilers. Ooh, look at that gold. If only I could wear that mask with, like, a hood. You know, Mask of the Red Death-It. Ah, that'd be cool. But yeah, I'm almost... I mean, I'm still probably got who knows how many hours left in the game. Probably another 20 at minimum. Especially if I'm trying to get 100% the Pokedex, which I might. But I'm enjoying it so far. Oh my gosh. And yeah, just stomping around Hisui, listening to a podcast. Yep. This is why I love open world games, man. Is there nothing more relaxing than stomping around the Commonwealth? I mean Italy. I mean Hyrule. I mean... I'm trying to think of another open world game and I can't. Specifically, I can't think of another open world. Because definitely not GTA. Like, definitely not San Andreas. I've never actually used San Andreas like that. I can't remember the name of the world in Horizon Zero Dawn. God, Horizon Forbidden West comes out next week. I know it's San Francisco in Horizon Forbidden West. I don't think that's actually what it's called, but I know you're in San Francisco. Post-apocalyptic San Francisco, but still San Francisco. Yeah, I don't remember what the land is called in that. It's been a while since I played Horizon. I really should, especially with the new one coming out. What's another open world you stomp around in and just listen to a podcast with? I can't think of anyone. But yeah. So I guess on the vein of talking about Pokemon, I do have something while we're working on the Snowball. I do have something to show, but to avoid spoilers, I'm gonna change the screen real quick. Just to avoid spoilers. So, okay, this is actually what I'm about to show is technically a spoiler. It is technically a spoiler, but I'm going to show it anyways. But it is technically a spoiler for Legends Arceus. So, yes, just be warned of that. Technically spoilers here. Yep. So this is me, my character, you know, I play a female because why not? And that's Goodra. That's specifically the Hisuian Goodra. But if you played the game, that's not what Hisuian Goodra looks like. Because that's shiny. When I was stomping around today, I was like, you know what, I'll check out a few max raids. So I got a shiny Goodra. Yeah, that's really cool. And of course, it looks more like the normal Goodra we know. The Hisuian one looks a little different. But yeah, I got a shiny Goodra. I technically got a Sliggoo, the pre-evolution, but I evolved it. But that's not the only shiny I got. I got a Hisuian Braviary as well. Technically I got its Rufflet, which is the pre-evolution, but it like basically immediately evolved. And I think that's a pretty good design because it basically takes the normal Hisuian Braviary is like black with blackish gray with white, which I think is already pretty good. But then this one becomes the gray and then the black, so it's just black on black. And it would have been interesting if the grayish had turned white. But either way, I still think this one's pretty cool. So I got that one, and then third, I got a Growlithe. Yep. I haven't evolved this one into Arcanine yet because it's a stone evolution, because Arcanine is a stone evolution, and I'm assuming it's still a stone evolution because like this thing still evolved with levels. This thing still had to evolve in the rain. So I'm assuming this is still a Firestone evolution. I don't think they've changed that. But I know I don't know how it works in this game. Like, I know in previous Pokemon games, when you evolve it with like a Firestone, it stops learning new moves. And I don't want that to happen. Like, if this thing gets like locked out of moves, because I think this is like this is level 50. This is level, I think, also like 50-ish. But this thing's only like level 30. And the rest of my team is in like the 70s. So, like, I don't want to, like, just Firestone it up just to get the evolution and lock it out of moves, even though I don't plan on, like, using it. You get my worry. But yeah, I got 3 of the Hisuian forms. I tried to go for a Teddiursa, but I didn't find anything, and, yeah. Yeah, there were a few other things I tried looking for. Teddiursa, Spheal, but I didn't find anything interesting, so, yeah. Oh, gosh, do I show this clip? So this is me catching the Sliggoo. You can see the shiny right there. So I'm going to catch it. And it breaks out. And I'm like, oh, shit. Because these things can run away on me, right? This thing could, like, run away and just disappear. So I'm like, oh, shit. And boom, just get blasted. I love that. I think that's funny. Yeah, the Sliggoo was the last one I caught of the 3. I think I have the other 2 in my party. But yeah. But yeah, the second that I got hit with the Hydro Pump, I was like, oh, I gotta clip that. That's really funny. Yeah, because I have both the Growlithe and the Braviary in my party. Oh, that still gives me a good laugh. Oh yeah, there are major spoilers in there. Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm glad I do not show that, because there are some major spoilers in my camera roll. That is for sure. Like, and I'm talking like major spoilers. But yeah, so with those, I saw the Rufflet, the Braviary raid. What are they called? They're not called raids. They're called outbreaks. I saw the outbreak and I was like, yeah, I'll go check. I think I had to go to that region anyways for a side quest. And I was like, yeah, after I do the side quest, I'll go check out the outbreak, sure. And not having to reset the game or anything, I just, on the first try, I found it. I found the Rufflet. And then it immediately evolved. Right? Like, it just had to gain, like, a single level. So I was like, oh, that's nice. So yeah, that's how I got the Rufflet. The Growlithe one, I was like, oh, I'll go check it out. I had to reset once to get the Growlithe. So I reset once, but I basically got it on the first reset, the second try. And it went a lot smoother, right? Like, my first try was a disaster. The second attempt was so much better. And then finally the oh, what's it called? The Sliggoo took forever. I think that one took like six-ish tries. I don't have the shiny charm or anything like that. But yeah, I think I had to do like 6 times. I even got killed. At one point, there's like an alpha Pokemon that hangs out right next to where the Sliggoo respawned. And it like started attacking me, and like I got beamed up with like flamethrowers and hydro pumps, and I totally got my ass kicked. I have no idea where this other snowball is. Huh. It's not over here. Is it over here? No. Huh. Did it get destroyed? Might have. I didn't destroy it, but it might have. But yeah, so that's all the shiny Pokemon I caught. But yeah, the Sliggoo took a little bit more time, but I was able to get it. And yeah. And yeah, I also tried for a few other things. Like I tried for a Teddiursa, and that didn't work out. I only tried it like twice. And I think I tried the Spheal like 2 or 3 times as well. I tried an Eevee once, but I was like, eh. I think I got distracted while trying the Eevee one. Oh god, and I got bodied by an Alpha Rapidash. Yeesh, that didn't end well. I mean, I could have killed it, but I was trying not to. Yeah. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this. I really need to check all my shiny Pokemon. Like, so I found out my Nintendo Switch Online is up, which might create a problem in Legends Arceus, because from what I can tell, you have to, so when you die, you drop your bag, and you can't go in like, unlike like a game like Dark Souls, when you die, you drop your souls. And then you can go back and get your souls. To my understanding, again, I've never played Dark Souls. I know that's how it works in Hollow Knight, where if you die, you can go back and get your stuff, right, from where you die. But in Legends Arceus, when you die, you can't go pick back up your stuff. Instead, somebody else, another player, has to do it. But another player can only do it when you have your online turned on. Oh, here it is. It was in the white flowers. Okay, that's why I didn't see it. Yeah, you can only do it when your online is turned on. And because I no longer have Nintendo Switch Online, because it expired yesterday or today or something, I no longer have online turned on. So that means that I can no longer. So that means I can't. In theory, I haven't actually tried this, but theoretically, I can no longer get my stuff from online. So like if someone. So, like, nobody can go and get my package when I drop it, and I can't get it myself. I do think that's one of the major oversights in this game. At least as far, because I lost a package very early on in the game, and the game doesn't automatically have online on. Like, you can receive other people's packages, but the game doesn't have online on by default, and I only got my packages back once I turned on online. And you can't turn on online if you don't have Nintendo Switch Online. Yeah, work with that. So yeah, because I don't have Nintendo Switch Online, I can't get my packages back. I think that's that's one of my bigger problems with this game. Oh, I made the head too big. Oh shit. Oh my gosh, the head didn't look that big. Honestly, the body looked kind of small, but I was pushing it around for a while. I guess the head is a little too big, but still. That's only like the second one I've screwed up. And that's the first one I didn't get screwed up for me. Like that's when I actually screwed up. I think that's the first one. Wow. But yeah, so that might be an oversight, and that's weird. But yeah, no, I've been playing the game. I've been getting shinies, completing the Pokedex. I have no idea how many Pokemon are in the game. I did actually finally check Cerebi for something. There was, like, I referenced a few days ago a TikTok about someone, like, who, like, either was making a joke or like, he made a video talking about, like, tips and tricks, and it was all shit that was explained in the tutorial, and it was like, is this a joke? I don't think this is a joke. And then he made a follow-up video that was definitely a joke, but I'm still not sure the first one was a joke. But one of the things about Legends Arceus is there's like 2 or 3 things that the game actually doesn't explain to you. So I looked up something on Cerebi. Also, we found out there's these things called there are these things that are basically raids. Yeah, I'll keep it like vague like that. There are these things that are basically raids. And I guess they've officially cracked the codes on how raids work, because I've only done like 3 of them so far, which surprised me. I was like, why aren't these raids, like, they made a big deal about these like raids happening, and I only ever, and like before the post game, I only ever did 1. Right? So like from the time of them like saying like, hey, this game has raids in it, to the end of, right to beating the story, I only ever did 1 of them. Because they just never spawned. But I guess they've officially worked out like how they spawn. It's based on time. And it's kind of like, you know how like in Animal Crossing, you'll have like certain like, oh, right, like on your island, like Leaf showed up today, but like Crazy Red didn't. So now tomorrow, or let's say tomorrow was Friday, I would have an increased chance of having Crazy Red on the island because he hasn't showed up, because he didn't show up the day before, right? Or he didn't show up any time in the week. And the more time between their last appearance, the better chance they get. I guess that's how the raids work in Legends Arceus. The more time between, so like it goes in like 5 minutes intervals, and the more so if it's been like 20 minutes and you haven't had one, the chances will go up. Every 5 minutes, you have just an increasingly higher chance of having one randomly happen. But it happens every 5 minutes. But yeah, I've only done like 2 or 3 of them, which is kind of disappointing, because they seem really neat. And I do think in like a follow-up to like that massive MMO Pokemon RPG that they probably will eventually do, yeah, no, I actually think these could be pretty cool. Again, it reminds me of the nukes in Fallout 76. They're kind of going for that vibe, but these are single player events. But I could totally see these being like, oh yeah, we're gonna do this on like an online. Again, I don't want an MMO. I just want me and 4 friends or 3 friends, so 4 of us total, in one world, just playing Pokemon. I don't need an MMO. I don't need 16 people running around the open world. I mean, we saw how much the wild area lagged in Sword and Shield. I don't need that. Just me and 3 friends walking around, catching Pokemon in this giant open world. Oh, that's the dream. The Pokemon Company has got something. This is Legends Arceus. It is the best Pokemon game. It is. I'll do a review eventually, but it is the best Pokemon game. This is the future of Pokemon. The fact that it sold 6 million units in 1 week, people are realizing that. It's going to be on the top 10 I mean, every other Pokemon game on the Switch is on the top 10 best-selling list. This is going to be on there in no time. Oh my god, this is the best Pokemon game. And it's not perfect. It's not perfect, but it's got all the ingredients that the next one will be. I don't need another game like Sword and Shield, or I don't need them to remake Black and White like they did Diamond and Pearl. I don't need another game like Sword and Shield. I don't need a game like Gen 1 again. This is the future of Pokemon. This is what every game like needs to be in. Well, what every Pokemon game needs to be like in the future. And even if they don't bring back the national dex, as long as they keep switching up the Pokemon that are in the game, I'd be fine with that. Honestly, I kind of prefer it without the national dex, because that makes Gotta Catch 'Em All achievable, and it forces me to want to do. Can't watch the stream too long. But yeah. No problem, Roman. I'm not going for much long either, but yeah, no, totally. We're here every day, so hopefully I'll see you around. But yeah, no, Legends Arceus is the future. Like, I see it all there. It's already a great game, so I know in the future it's going to be an amazing one. It needs a little bit more time, right? They need to work out some of the kinks. But I think they can. And I think the next Pokemon game could be... I really... And I hope the next Pokemon game doesn't come for, like, 3 years. Like, if we are going to get a Gen 9, I don't want anything this year. So that's 1 year off. I don't want anything next year. Take a year off. We don't need a Pokemon game next year. Give us a few spin-offs, maybe. Give us a few spin-offs. Remake, XD. Yeah, remake Pokemon XD. Sure, why not? I mean, all the other GameCube games are getting remade. Have the team that did this Diamond and Pearl remake XD. And spend some, like, genuine hard time on the new Pokemon game. Or, don't give us XD. Instead, just do another spin-off. Give us a new Pokemon Pinball. Oh my god, a Pokemon Pinball game with 8 boards, 1 per generation. Ah, that'd be so cool. But yeah, I want them to skip a Pokemon game next year. And then just put all their efforts into the one in 2024? And I think they can nail it. I really do. Because this game is fantastic. Legends Arceus is a fantastic game. We've never used that app. And we never will. But yeah, I'm enjoying Legends Arceus, man, so much. It's so good. Oh, look at that dress. Oh, I kind of like that. That's neat. Let's see. It is 10:45. So, I mean, I guess it's late. Not... Actually, it is pretty late. I mean, I'm an old man now. I should be going to bed when the sun goes down. At 7 p.m. Oh my gosh. I was watching... I've been binging DuckTales. And Scrooge McDuck gets up at like... Kids, wake up. It's 6 a.m. You kids need to go get a job. Oh, you know what? You kids can sleep in. More porridge for me. Right, they play into the Scrooge being like 100-year-old man. It's just a one-off joke in an episode. Because, he's not. But I was like, yeah, that's kind of funny. Gosh, I'm enjoying DuckTales so much. I'm almost done with that second season. And the last few episodes in the second season I know are so good. So I'm like, yeah, I'm so ready to be like, yeah, let's get this finale. Wow, that's... Yeah, no, that's... You're on, what, the East Coast, probably? So yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it is late. Yeah, gosh, I'm enjoying DuckTales. Yeah, DuckTales is so good. And then after I finish DuckTales, which probably won't be until, I don't know. Honestly, it's gonna come before I realize it. But once I finish DuckTales, I think I'm finally gonna start the Owl House. I need something new, and I should probably watch something new. Like, I've been watching, I've seen DuckTales before, but I'm rewatching it. I should watch something new, and I think I'm gonna do the Owl House next, because it's been on my watch list forever now, and I really just need to watch it, and I think that's gonna be next. Probably, anyways. I don't know. College is gonna start. I add another class in March. Right now, I'm only taking a few classes, but I add another one in March because it's a shorter class. But oh my gosh, I'm gonna be so busy starting in March. Or I'm gonna be even I'm already busy. I'm gonna be even more busy. And then there's the summer thing. I'm in my last semester. But then there's the summer thing. The summer internship. Yeah, I'm going to be busy. I am going to be so busy. But it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, I think that's where I'm actually going to probably end off here tonight. Because we can't sell anything, all the shops are closed and everything. Yeah, I think we're going to end off here. I'm going to go watch Checker Conroy's Splatoon 2 Let's Play. I saw the first video got posted, but I was playing Legends Arceus, so I'm going to go do that. Because you know me, I love some Checker Conroy. And I'm actually going to, I feel like I haven't watched Checker Conroy in, 2 years, because he's been doing, Xenoblade. And even though I really do want to watch that series, I just don't have the time. But Splatoon 2, I can probably make the time. And I've already played the game, so I don't have to worry about spoilers. So yeah, I don't gotta worry about that. So I can just watch the series, enjoy it. It's gonna be so much fun. I have missed Checker Conroy. Because again, it's been a long time, but he's still just a master at the craft. At least I hope he is. I haven't watched him 2 years, but I don't think he's changed that much. I'm sure he's still a master of the craft. Yeah. Yeah, it's back. It's that, and it's back to Pokemon. God, I'm so addicted to Pokemon. Should I do a shiny hunting stream? Honestly, if we weren't doing Animal Crossing, I would totally do a shiny hunting stream. But because we are doing Animal Crossing, I just don't think it's as viable. Now, again, we are coming up to potentially one of the end dates of Animal Crossing, which is 11 days from now. 10 days from now? Because we're almost at day 100 of Season 2. So we are potentially coming up on one of the end dates. And I still haven't decided if that's actually going to be the end date or not. I'm thinking about it. We'll probably talk more about it tomorrow, actually. Yeah, we're going to talk more about it tomorrow. And maybe tomorrow I'll actually do something. I don't know. But yeah, with that, I hope you all enjoyed. Stay tuned for more. Until next time, peace.